I'm just going to add a fourth part of the video for anyone who's interested in a slight refresher course on the breakdown of each of the skills. For potential candidates, you will learn this ad nauseum at your certification, so don't worry about it, but if you're trying to practice things, these are things that might help. I just want to give you a few terms that I use that are different from what a lot of people do. The first one is the boom position. I just consider this boom because I want to make it playful, and I want people to really understand that there's this movement where you go down. All right. The other thing is that I call this the duck walk. Okay, and then I call this the pizza walk. It's the terms we use for teaching kids, and it works really well for the adults as well. Okay, so the first thing is the form on the body. So what I'm going to do is keep my arms out in front of me. They're the balance points. My body's balanced from my head down to my waist by setting my arms and keeping everything quiet, except during rotation. So I'm going to roll those shoulders back, lift my rib cage up, and that's going to be the proper skating form no matter what you do. And it doesn't matter if you have your arms up, but keep those shoulders rolled back and keep that rib cage pulled up at all times, just for your own purposes. So my ears are over my shoulders, and my shoulders are over my hips, and my hips are over the top of my skates. At least Suzanne Nottingham taught me that. So you want this body in this complete balance and avoid a lot of the glutes pointing out or bowing to the queen, as it were. So the duck walk is done in this position. Roll the shoulders back, lift the rib cage, inside edge, boom, scissor, stop. Okay? For stride one, it's just like the duck walk. In fact, you want to start off with at least a few duck walks. And then it's a deeper knee bend and a longer push. All right, for the A-frame turn, for me the key is getting nice and wide, dropping to inside edges. I generally keep my thumbs together and I rotate. There's some pressure on the outside leg, but we can get into that later. So that looks like this, okay? All right, parallel turns. What I say for parallel turns, and the way we break it down in the book, is boom, scissor the foot in the direction you're going, drop to your edges, and then rotate your body. So it's boom, scissor, drop, and turn. And that looks like this. No matter which direction you're going. For the mohawks that you're doing, so I teach a lot of mohawks. It's probably the most difficult thing for people to do. One of the things that really helps people is to really throw that arm back. So your mohawk looks like this. Really throw that arm back. Know that your head leads, your arm follows, your hip follows, and then your foot follows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything comes around. So doing it. All right, inside edge mohawk. You can keep your arms open, much more stable. You're on two inside edges. The foot comes into the instep, and it's done on a circle. Okay. Spin stops. I break them down. There's two ways you can do it: A-frame, toe, and drop it, or behind, pivot, and drop it. I'll show you both ways. A-frame, pivot, turn, and go into it, or boom, scissor back, pivot, and turn. Very, very difficult, these mohawks and these spin stops for the students, or the candidates, even for the students. Very, very difficult. So we'll do a lot of work on those, but those aren't expected to be perfect. And what's the last skill?
Crossovers in a circle?
Crossovers in a circle. Okay, so the key to crossovers in a circle is to get, if I'm going in this direction, is to get this shoulder back and rotated, okay? And this arm gets bent. So the idea is that you want to lay it on your circle called the trace. You want to turn the shoulder up, stay nice and tall. The goal is corresponding edges, right? And when you put this foot over, it has to stay on that corresponding edge. So you're here, you're going to push out, cross, return, push out, cross, return. Okay, again, it looks like this. Push, cross, return, push, cross, return. Do note that there's actually two pushes. When you cross, this one pushes out as well. So this one pushes, cross, and then this one pushes. Okay? So, sorry, my shoelace. So let me show you one more time. Just notice this. Push, cross, push, return. All right, so hopefully this is helpful. Love your comments on this, and give us a try. It's a great organization and great people involved, anywhere from 12 years of age up to, well, I don't want to say anything, but they're retired. So come join us and help us build the skating community and take your own skating up to the next level. Thank you.